Guys, we do have Caterpillar leading the Dow. That's an all-time high on Cat, probably off of the Deere news. Let's get to Bob Pisani. Hi, Bob.
Good morning, guys. Of course, Janet Yellen talking stimulus. That kind of helps the market a little. And it also helps that semis have been turning around. We had a rough week, a really rough week and a half on semiconductors, but I think applied materials is really helping. Take a look at the sectors. There you see, you haven't seen semis as a leader in a while, folks, and that's a good sign. We need technology to lead. It's been very flattish in the last week and a half. Apple is down again today and again this week. So tech's got to step up here. Banks doing a little bit better. Industrials, here's the reopening trade. Energy, a little bit on the flat side. They're a little weaker. You know, oil's down. U.S. is reopening talks with Iran there. Just want to mention applied material because it's moving the semiconductor space. We're at a historic high. I think 118 was the old historic high for applied materials. But the important thing here is just an incredible earnings report. Beat, raised in the quarter, a strong outlook. The semiconductors are on fire because demand is exploding across the three areas that really matter to them. And Gary Dickerson, the CEO of Applied Materials, was talking about this morning. Cloud services, data center, they expect demand to grow 15% this year. Automotive, because chips are all over cars these days, demand up 15%. 5G handsets, they're expecting double-digit gains. So demand is exploding right across the board. The other great earnings report today was Deere. I know Carl mentioned it. Huge beat. The beat was 80% above the street estimates. That's amazing. And they had a big boost in the full year guidance. And here you look at their construction business. It's going to be, was up 21%. The small agriculture, there's the farm equipment stuff, up 27%. And they have another division. They reordered this a little bit. Precision, that was up 20. Everything's up 20% overall. And this is before COVID. This is the quarter that was already over. So Deere is also, of course, at a historic high. I think 317 was the old historic high. You see, we're sitting well above that right now. Finally, just want to mention the whole Robin thing and the key takeaway. And here's what really matters. The most important thing was that payment for order flow generally works if you get best execution. That word is going to get a lot of attention in the next few weeks. It generally involves best price, but also can involve price improvement. You heard Ken Griffin talking about this a lot. Price improvement. What does it involve? Well, it's competitive. Brokers like Schwab, they have these routing wheels that send the orders to the market makers with the best price improvement. So Citadel, Virtus, Susquehanna, they all compete to provide that best execution, best pricing, price improvement. And if they don't, they get less orders from the brokerage. So it's the brokerages that actually are out there making sure they do it because they want to show their customers and their regulators that they are indeed providing best execution. So watch that word. People are going to hold them to that. And I think, guys, here, the key is that market makers like Citadel are able to provide price improvement for a couple of reasons. Number one, they internalize, they fill these orders with their own stock. They don't go out to exchanges where they'll have to pay rebates. That helps them. And number two, Ken Griffin emphasized this. They're able to bid in sub-penny increments. The stock exchange can only bid in 1 penny intervals between the bid and the ask. The non-exchanges, they can do sub-pennying, and that enables to provide very, very modest price improvement below a penny that actually gets them that order flow. That's an advantage that they really have right now, and even Ken Griffin admitted that he'd like to see a more level playing field to a certain extent with the rest of the exchanges.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.